Hello YouTube, what's up? I'm Trent Dyrsmid, and back in September of 2016, I started selling brand name products on Amazon. In my first 24 months, I sold just over $3.7 million worth of products, and in today's video, I want to share with you a summary of the most important tools that my team and I rely on to run our business day in, day out. Before we dive in, I also want to let you know that today's video is a part of a free series of videos that I'm producing on how to grow a business like mine on Amazon. So if you want access to the other videos and my free training webinars, just visit brightideas.co/insiders. Ready to go? Then smash that like button and let's get started. So how did I generate almost $4 million in revenue and about $700,000 in gross profits in my first 24 months, you ask? Well, there were a number of things that I did right, and the tools I'm about to share in today's video played a critical role. But my success wasn't attributed entirely to the tools alone. After all, you can have all the best tools, but if you don't take any action and you don't put them to use, you're not going to get very much in the way of results. Stick around to the end of the video and I'll share with you the one thing that I did that was even more important than any of the tools I'm about to talk about. And by the way, there are links to each of the tools down in the description. The first tool I used was a piece of software called Price Checker 2. The software played an absolutely critical role in helping me to find products that we could profitably resell. The primary purpose of Price Checker 2 is to help you extract a competitor's storefront and then suck all the key product data down into a Google spreadsheet so you can then analyze which of the products that they sell could become profitable products for you to sell. In addition to that, Price Checker 2 is also the tool we use to quickly analyze supplier price lists that have thousands of products in them. Without the software tool, this type of analysis that we do would take weeks instead of just hours. Price Checker 2 does offer a free trial, and then if you decide to go with it, it'll run you about $80 a month. Once I'd used Price Checker 2 to find a short list of products that we could profitably resell, the next thing I did was to use Viral Launch's product discovery tool so that when I contacted the brand whose products I wanted to resell, I was super prepared to answer all the questions they were going to ask me and share my observations. This tool is my go-to resource for figuring out a brand's year-over-year sales trend, average product price, and pattern of fulfillment. In addition to that, it allows me to easily dig all the way in and get the nitty-gritty for any of the products and uncover things like recent sales trend, average price trend, estimated monthly sales, number of current sellers, average review count trend, and more. Viral Launch software starts at about $50 a month. When it comes to sourcing products, these are by far my favorite two tools, but as you've seen, they both cost money. If you're on a more restricted budget, I do have a few other suggestions for you. The first is the Keepa Chrome extension. Now, while it doesn't provide nearly as much information as Viral Launch, it does do a pretty good job of showing you a product's recent price history trend and the trend in the number of sellers, both of which are vital to know for wholesale sellers like you and me. The second is another Chrome extension called DS Amazon Quick View. I have no idea how they thought that name up. With this extension installed, you can easily see which products are sold by Amazon, how they rank in their respective categories, how many FBA sellers they currently have, their price history trend, and their sales rank trend, which is all information that is extremely important to know when you're considering whether or not to stock a certain product. There are a number of other tools that we use, but in the interest of keeping this video from going on too long, I'm simply going to refer you to a page on my blog where you can see a full list. All you need to do is go to brightideas.co/resources, and I'll put a link to that right down below in the description. And now I want to make good on the promise I made at the start of this video and share with you my very favorite tool. Plus, the one thing I did that allowed me to grow my business from zero to over 100 grand a month in my first 5 months. The tool is software called Flowster, and I used it to create a wide range of standard operating procedures for my Amazon business. Once I had documented all my product sourcing systems, I was then able to hire virtual assistants and very easily delegate to them all the grunt work, primarily product research, that would have otherwise taken up huge amounts of my time. Plus, it would have bored me to tears. I think this is the part where a lot of new and would-be Amazon sellers get stuck. Instead of hiring help, they try to do everything themselves, presumably to save a few bucks. Unfortunately, the reality of this business is there's just too much work for one person to be able to complete on their own. So if you aren't willing to spend $2 to $3 an hour to hire help, your chances of success are remote at best. The Flowster SOP software continues to be the #1 asset in my business to this day, and you can get a free trial account by going to Flowster.app. If you are committed to making your business a success, I strongly recommend you go check it out. And in particular, you ask about their pre-made standard operating procedures for Amazon sellers like you and me. If you want even more of my free training material, make sure you go to brightideas.co/insiders and I will direct you to some of my super secret insider-only free training resources. And finally, if you have questions for me, please leave them right down below and I will give you an answer. And while you're at it, subscribe and hit the bell so I get to say hi to you in my next video.